Hi, my name is David Wiseman, and I am the clinical coordinator for the surgical technology program here at Ivy Tech in Indianapolis. And I'm here today to talk to you about becoming a certified surgical technologist, what that means, and what our CST program at Ivy Tech is all about. So, to start off by simply explaining what is a certified surgical technologist. So, we are essentially the surgeon's right hand man. We work in the operating room with the surgeon to help perform surgical operations on a daily basis. We are responsible for maintaining the sterile field, and we pass instruments and we learn all the specialties, surgical specialties, and all the procedures and all the steps of those procedures so that we can anticipate the surgeon's needs and assist them in any way that they like. The Association of Surgical Technologists defines surgical technology as surgical technologist prepares the operating room, including the sterile field, setting up surgical equipment, supplies, and solutions. During surgery, surgical technologists pass instruments, fluids, and supplies to the surgeon and prepare and manage surgical equipment. Surgical technologists simultaneously manage the sterile field and specimens. Surgical technologists perform a count of sponges and supplies to prevent foreign retained objects. Surgical technologists are certified following successful completion of a CAHEP accredited program and by passing the National Certified Surgical Technologist examination that's administered by the NBSTSA. Yes, that is what it looks like to become a surgical technologist. We work in the operating room on a daily basis. We are gowned and gloved. We wear all the appropriate PPE to protect ourselves, and we stand right there at the field with the surgeon. We have our hands in the wounds, we have blood on us, and we get to see the most amazing things you can imagine. So that's what it's like to be a surgical technologist. And now we need to know what it's like to be in our program and what that program looks like. So the Certified Surgical Technology program at Ivy Tech is a 2-year associate's degree. So at the completion of the program, you will have earned an Associate of Applied Science and Surgical Technology, as well as you will sit for the National Certification Exam. And then once you're certified, you are eligible to work anywhere in the United States with that certification. So the way that our program works, I said it's 2 years. The first year is all of your prerequisite courses. So that's going to be your courses like anatomy and physiology, medical terminology, math, English. There's a few others like that. Once you complete those courses, or as you're completing those courses, you will apply to our program. And we take one cohort a year that starts every fall. And we take applications starting in the spring in March. And so the application process is open from March until May. You'll apply then during that time. And then when you're selected, you'll find out that you've been selected to be in the program in May. And you will get a notification to come to an orientation that we have in June. And we will teach you and talk to you about all the things that you need to know and what your life is going to look like for the next year. And then you'll have a couple months to prepare. And then you'll start with us in August in the fall. And then in our program, you'll be with us for 5 8-week terms. So the first 8 weeks in August in the fall, you'll have 2 days of lecture and then 2 days of lab. And in the second 8 weeks, you'll still have 2 days of lecture and you'll have 2 days of lab. And halfway through that 8 weeks, you'll be ready to go to clinicals. And so once you've completed the lab and you've shown all the skills to be proficient and prepared, you'll be able to actually go to a hospital facility. And there you will be at the hospital for multiple days a week for the first for that first portion of the fall, and then you will start back up in the spring at clinicals, and in the springtime for that third 8-week term and the fourth 8-week term, you'll have 2 days of lecture with us here on campus and 3 days of clinicals in the hospital. And those are full 8-hour days in the hospital. And then in the summertime, you get to go to clinicals a little bit more. And you'll be with us in June and July. And then at the end of July, you'll graduate from the program. You'll sit for your national certification exam, and you will be a certified surgical technologist. Our program has myself and a couple other full-time faculty, and we are your faculty that will be with you through the whole program. So you'll be able to get to know us and rely on us, and we'll help you succeed in any way that you can. So if you are somebody who is passionate about helping people, you're not necessarily interested in a lot of patient care because our patients are all asleep when we're taking care of them. But if you like being part of a team and you're interested in helping people, then this could very well be a great place for you to start. If this sounds interesting, if you're curious or you have more questions, please tell your advisor that you're interested, and they can get you my contact, my email, and everything. And you can send me an email, and we can sit down and discuss any of this, and I can answer any of the questions you have. And I look forward to meeting and talking to all of you. Thanks.